Holla ballers! What's going on? It's Preacher. I thought I'd get my final look at 6.2's new content. It's about to go live pretty soon, so I think this is the best time to look at it. I will preface this by saying, one, there's spoilers in this video, including the last part of the Tanaan Garrison campaign. I've now completed that and investigated all of that thoroughly for you. So if you don't want to watch that, then you can obviously just hide the window and listen onwards. I won't be spoiling anything with what I'm saying other than actual content stuff. I can't show any shipyards. They're still broken. This is really worrying. We're getting close to release. You can't get anything done with the shipyards. They're so broken. They just bug out constantly. So I'm really semi-concerned either they're fully working on Blizzard's builds and they just haven't bothered to implement it, which seems... Why not let us test it if it's been there? I mean, it's been like this now for, what, 2 months? Something along those lines where the entire shipyard content, which is tied to the Legendary Quest, is just flat out broken. You just can't even... You can't even build boats without logging in, relogging, and doing all sorts of other stuff to be able to even click them. And then, of course, if you do happen to fail the missions they're sending to you... I don't know if you guys know this, but the missions the actual shipyard quartermaster asks you to do, you can fail them. And if you fail them, it's not like a follow mission where you fail it, blah, 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 oh, but really sad face, no reward. Your ship is destroyed, and you have to build another one, including any XP it's already gained is gone, lost forever. So it's a very curious system it's a little bit tiresome at the moment to keep trying it, so I'm not going to. I can tell you, though, if you're interested in the legendary side of that, is once the legendary quest does pop up on your board, which happens very quickly, it doesn't appear to go away. It's not like the follow ones, which can appear for a few days and then disappear. The legendary quest, at least I've had it now for about 2 weeks, and it's just sat there. So that's one thing to bear in mind. So, on to Tanaan Jungle. There's going to be a little brief look, and I think that's the point here. I'm not entirely sure what people are expecting with Tanaan, but I have serious concerns about its longevity. And I think this is something we need to address, is this is an entire zone worth of content. Similar, and people are expecting something like the Timeless dailies, or the Sunreaver stuff that we had in MOP. I believe it's the Sunreaver, you know, the extra island we had down there. I'm really, really genuinely concerned about how long this content is going to last, people, because unless you're radically into grinding, I can't see how this thing is going to last more than a week. So I'll explain that without just being a bit of a pessimist. And honestly, I'm looking forward to new content, so I was hoping for maybe we get more than this. So what do you get in Tanaan? You get the Garrison campaign, which is 7 quests, I believe, or 6. 6 quests, which are daily based, and it's similar to the Garrison campaign that you had on a weekly basis on the live servers now with your original Garrison. And that's basically exploring and unlocking various areas and then finally bringing down a large shield. On top of that, you have a choice of several things you want to do. They've added the reputation guys in, the Order of the Awakened, which would be similar to the Timeless Vendors and stuff. Now, these all work off daily quests which involve Apex Crystals. And I know it's a big joke at the moment with the Apex Crystals, but this is what it is. It's not a joke in terms of what's actually in the game. It's a joke among players, but it's actually not a joke in terms of what's in the game. Now, compared to the Timeless stuff, which had all sorts of rewards and silly stuff to add on to that, it is the basic things we'd expect. So, you know, you get a follower at Revered. Not that many people need followers now. There's a toy, Rukmar's Sacred Memory, amounts for 150,000 Apexis. You do get a boat as well. At Exalted, you'll get to get an extra ship instead of building one. And a curious item, which I've researched and nobody seems to have been able to test this or known about it yet, is the Order of Awakened Battle Standard. This is a battle standard that you can throw on the floor, and it'll decrease magical damage taken from players within its radius by 15% for 30 seconds. Now, I'm not going to go to Friendly to check it out. I'm pretty sure it won't be usable in raids, but it doesn't say it on the item yet. Other than that, though, not much. There's just a trinket that will teleport you around Tanaan Jungle instantly to a rare, and that goes hand in hand with the daily stuff that is available. There's dailies to kill a rare, or kill rares and gain crystals, very similar to what we had in the Timeless Isle. There is another daily, which is just to get 50 garrison resources, so curious as to those people who will need those. They say that to fuel the shipyards. I'm not sure you need that many. I certainly have not needed to go out of my way to get extra garrison resources. And you have the thing that most people will be here for. Okay, this is the thing you're going to be here for, which is the Apexis Daily. Yeah, sorry. 2,000 Apexis and 600 oil. 600 oil, which goes towards that is the resource you need for your shipyards. Now, that's it. Yeah, that's it. If you're looking to gear up here, let me explain the system. There is armor that drops that is a 650 item level. So whereas you're probably used to Time Missile, which was shooting over there, grabbing some epics and being ready for LFR-ish, you're not going to be too far off that, but you are going to get 650 blues. And then they have the upgrade system on top of that, okay? So there are 2 vendors for the reputation guy. You'll see them in the video at some point. And these guys will allow you to either buy these 650 items. Now, 650 is extraordinarily low. Wow, that's low. It's pretty low given the nature of the time this content's coming out. 650 is very, very low. So you'll be able to get that. You can either get them to drop. I've had plenty. I've just done the garrison campaign. I got the belt, the shoulders, the chest, the bracers. I was pretty good. So that was just doing the garrison campaign. So they drop pretty regularly. Not only that, but the last garrison campaign actually gives you a choice of what to get. And then you can empower it. So any of you be familiar with the Time Missile will then know about the empowered items where you can upgrade it, which upgrades it to 695. 45 item level upgrade. Holy shit. Yeah. I was a little blown away as well that you're giving us a 650 item and then the items upgrade it and boost it by 45 fucking item levels. Whoa. Pretty crazy. Now, the sad part, 20,000 Apexis crystals a pop. Yeah, 20,000 Apexis crystals a pop. Considering there is a trinket, there is a weapon, and there are 6 armor pieces. That'd be a lot of Apexis to be going and getting. But that's it. Okay, that is all the Tanaan offers. Now, that's where I'm a little bit worried. So, you get sort of 2,000 Apexis for doing the dailies and plus the other stuff. So, you can farm Apexis pretty hardcore if you want to, which is not great content, let's admit. You're going and basically farming mobs. But that is going to be all she wrote for Tanaan from what I can see so far. They've promised some group content. We're not seeing any evidence of that. We've looked around, we've tried it. Nothing there. Everything so far in Tanaan that is implemented is here in this video, and this is pretty much it. And that's all she wrote, folks. That's Tanaan. So, it's a lovely zone. It's very packed full of stuff. There's lots of mobs. There's lots of different scenery. There's lots of different areas, which are very well designed and very interesting. What seems to be a little bit worrisome is exactly how long this content is going to last for the average player. Given that Mythic Dungeons are dropping very high level gear, up to 700 item level, and of course we'll get the new LFR with Hellfire Citadel, blah, blah, blah. This is all stuff that can be very easily done. We're probably doing, and let's face it, more interesting content than an Apexis Daily, of which they're expecting you to do a lot. And you are going to be having to do these to get the oil to get your shipyards going. If you want your legendary ring, you're going to need to get your shipyard up and running. Given the things I talked about earlier, you're going to have to come here and do some of this stuff. And there are also the bonus areas. You'll be used to going to an area and then suddenly another bonus objective pops up, which kind of doubles your rewards. That exists here as well. So you're probably not going to... I haven't spent that much oil, is what I'll say, doing the stuff with my shipyard. I haven't... 600 oil, which is the reward of one Apexis Daily, has sufficed me for quite some time. That has done me just nice. It's about 75 oil to build a ship, and sending them out on missions isn't that expensive either. So that is the current situation with Tanaan. Once you do your 1 week, it will take you about 1 week to do your garrison campaigns. What you're going to be left with this entire zone, and it's a huge zone, it's as big as Gorgrond, is going to be Apexis Dailies, and not much else. A little bit of reputation stuff, which is rewarding stuff that probably a lot of you don't need. You might want the pet, of course, if you're a collector, and there's obviously the 158,000 Apexis mount. I would say the follower, probably not required. The boat, we'll have to wait and see whether it's worth... Is it going to be worth getting exalted to get a boat, considering you can build them rather cheaply? It's a destroyer. The destroyer is the second tier of boat that you actually unlock, so it's not difficult to build. I believe that costs 75 oil... and about 125 garrison resources, so that's the equivalent cost you're looking at there. And it's green. It's green quality, so it's not as if it's coming with a lot of XP either. Maybe that will be altered or something they could change to make it an epic quality version. Might make that a little bit more tempting, but right now, unless you're really into farming your reps, probably not. And the gear... yeah, it's 20,000 apexes apiece in order to upgrade this stuff. Although you can get your Seal of Tempered Fates now for 300 gold if you're looking to gear up quickly. I will point out as well, there are rings as well. So it's actually about 9. There's probably about 12 or 13 full armor set you can get from here. That's going to be 20,000 apexes apiece. So that is Tanaan Jungle, guys. That is what you're getting so far. If there is anything major that changes, I will keep my eye out and see if we can have a look at it. But as of right now, that is pretty much all the content in Tanaan. That's how it's going to play out. That's how it's done. There you go. Alright guys, that's your final preview, as far as I know, of Tanaan Jungle. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.